since the Prophet ﷺ is also human, sometimes we have this understanding that the Prophet ﷺ is, of course he has a higher rank in humans, but the Prophet ﷺ, he still is a human. While he was in this world, he ate and he drank. That's why, that was one of the reasons that the disbelievers, the kuffar, they did not follow the Prophet ﷺ, that they said, if he's a messenger, how come he's the same like us? وَقَالُوا مَا لِهَذَا الرَّسُولِ يَأْكُلُ الطَّعَامَ وَيَمْشِي فِي الْأَسْوَاقِ. That he is the same person like us, he's a human being like us, he eats like us, and وَيَمْشِي فِي الْأَسْوَاقِ, and he also goes into the shopping places, in the markets, and how could he be a messenger? So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created the Prophet in such a way, and all the prophets, that they were also human beings. So the Prophet was affected with that magic, and he used to feel upset and sad and not feel good. So because of the magic, and to cure Prophet from the magic, and to take the effect of the magic away, these two surahs were revealed. In some narrations, we see that it is mentioned that this magic was done on a piece of hair, and they gave it 11 knots. The hair, they gave it 11 knots, and they put it inside a well, and they hid it over there. And then Jibreel alayhi salam, when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wanted, he came to the Prophet sallallahu, and he told him that there is a well over there, and there's a piece of hair in there, and it has 11 knots. So untie those knots, and you will feel better. So while they were untying the knots from the hair, every knot they will untie, the Prophet ﷺ will say, I am feeling much better. Then the second knot, I am feeling much better. The third, I am feeling much better. I am feeling much better. Until all the knots were untied, the Prophet ﷺ said, Alhamdulillah, I feel good. And if we look deeper, these surahs, two surahs, the Surah Al-Nas and Surah Al-Falaq, they also have, together they have 11 ayat. So in some narrations we see that while they were untying every single knot, they were reciting one ayah, قُلْ أَعُوذُ بِرَبِّ الْفَلَقِ, and then مِنْ شَرِّ مَا خَلَقَ وَمِنْ شَرِّ غَاسِقٍ إِذَا وَقَبَ. While they're reciting the ayah, they're untying the knots. And those women who blow in the knots, on the knots. وَمِنْ شَرِّ حَاسِدٍ إِذَا حَسَدٍ, and from the evil of an envier when he envies. Meaning, وَمِنْ شَرِّ غَاسِقٍ إِذَا وَقَبَ. Now, most of the time when magic is done, why is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala describing and talking about night in this surah? The reason is that when most of the magics are done, they're done while it's very late at night. So that's why in the surah it says, from the evil of the dark night when it penetrates, meaning when it's late night, we seek the help of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, is to seek the refuge from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala from that evil night. وَمِنْ شَرِّ النَّفَّاثَاتِ فِي الْعُقَدِ, and from the women who blow on the knots. Since many women also, they do magic and they blow on the knots, that's why we seek help from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that He protects us from those evil women. وَمِنْ شَرِّ حَاسِدٍ إِذَا حَسَدٍ, and also from from the evil of the envier when he envies. Now, hasad yahsudu in Arabic means when someone has a quality or possesses something, or they have something that any belonging they have, it could, or any quality they have. It could be knowledge, it could be money, it could be a house, it could be a car. And since someone is lacking in that, they do not have that quality or the same, the same blessing that that person has, they do not have that blessing, then they want that to go away from the other person also. That means that hasad, he's envying, and he's an envier, and he does not want that quality and that blessing to be by that brother and sister also. And this is a very big disease and a very dangerous disease, because may Allah protect all of us, if anyone has this disease, he's never going to live in peace. Because if he looks at one brother, okay, he has this, now he's after that brother. That, how is he going to lose this? How is he going to lose this? And why does he have this? Why don't I have this? And he's unthankful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And when he's done looking at that brother, he looks on the other hand, another brother has another blessing, then he's going to go after that brother. that, okay, why does this brother have this, and why don't I have this, and why is Allah doing this to me? The whole life he's going to spend is going to be without peace, and it's going to be with disobeying Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because end of the day, every blessing that we have, and we have to remind each one of us in ourselves all the time, that every blessing we have in this world is from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It's not from us. No matter we're working 8 hours a day, 10 hours a day, and we get a paycheck end of our week or end of the month, that does not mean that we earned it. It's still a blessing from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Yes, we try and we work. That's also a blessing from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If Allah did not give us the ability to work, we will never have the ability to work. If Allah, end of the day, forget about working. These blessings that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala blessed us with, the body, if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala never gave us this body, we couldn't do nothing. The arms, the legs, the eyes, the ears, our nose, our mouth, our tongue, our head, our fingers, our legs, every single thing. Only if we concentrate on our body, how many blessings Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave us. That's why in the Quran Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَإِن تَعُدُّوا نِعْمَةَ اللَّهِ لَا تُحْصُوهَا. That if you were to start counting the bounties of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you could never finish counting them, and you will continue counting them, and the blessings of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will never finish. So that's why we have to be very careful that whatever blessings we have from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we should be happy with it, and we should thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and we should never look at another person or another brother or sister that what do they have and why don't I have. This is a starting root for this disease, that where every single moment that we're going to think that why don't I have this and why do this brother have this. So that's why we have to protect ourselves. And this is also a disease of the heart. It's not something that we could see. It's a disease of the heart. It is inside our soul, and it affects our soul. It destroys our soul. So that's why we have to protect ourselves from this, and we have to stay away from this. These two surahs should be recited at the minimum at the nighttime before we go to sleep, or after Isha prayer. We should recite these surahs, and we should blow over our hands and cover our whole body with our hands, or just blow over our body with the intention that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protects us from all kind of evil. We have to understand that there's many evils in this world, and without the protection of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we cannot be protected. Many times, like last session, I've discussed that many people, they say that magic, they won't say it's not real, but they say, okay, you guys are too scared of magic and this and that, and Allah's going to protect us. Yes, but on the other hand,